I want to create a drone that will be able to cover up a radius of 200 radians at a time.
Beautiful.
Yes, and it can travel about 260 kilometers per hour, so that it will help the Nigerian armies who are out there fighting war. They could locate where their enemies are through using GPS, enemies and kidnappers, so that they will detect them as easily as possible.
Hello everyone, you're on to African Lens Extra. Today from Africa we have a guest who is a secondary school student, and he's going to be sharing about his plans in life and what he intends to be. It's going to be very interesting, and we're going to hear his reasons for the plans he has, and I'm sure whoever is watching is going to like what this gentleman is about to tell us. Mr. Youngman, I'm pleased to have you.
I'm pleased. Pleasure is mine.
Thank you. Can you please tell us what your name is?
Okay. My name is Yahaya Titus Mama.
Okay. Yahaya Titus Mama. From which part of the country are you?
I'm from Bauchi State. That's northeast Nigeria, northern Nigeria.
Okay. This gentleman is from northern Nigeria. Alright, that's very interesting. We have this young man who is Danjuma Yahaya from northeastern Nigeria. So, what is your level of education?
My level of education is secondary school. That's SS2.
Okay. So, he's a secondary school student who is in senior class 2. You know, in Nigeria, we have the system of education that is called the 6334. So the first 6 is your first 6 years in primary school. Then you have the lower basic, which is the 3. You spend the next 3 years in secondary school. We call it junior secondary school. Then another 3 years in senior secondary school. That's SS1, SS2, SS3. Then from there you graduate as a secondary school student. Then from there you proceed to A level. In the university, it is expected that you spend 4 years for your degree in the university. So that's where the 6334 is. So he has succeeded in the first 6 and the first 3. He's now in the second 3. Okay. So he's now in SS2. That means by next year he will be in SS3. That's the year in which he's expected to graduate from secondary school. Then proceeding to university, where he's going to finish the next 4, 6, 3, 3, 4. I hope my viewers understand this. So, Mr. Yahaya, what aspect of the studies are you in? Are you in the arts side or the sciences or the social sciences? Which side do you base in your secondary school studies?
Well, I'm studying science course.
Okay, like?
I'm studying electrical engineering.
Beautiful. Okay, you have electrical engineering in secondary school.
Yes.
Is it only electrical engineering, or you have other courses?
There are other courses, other science courses like maths, English, physics, chemistry.
Beautiful.
Yes, and the other subjects.
Okay. Do you do things like biology, agriculture?
Yeah, I do agree, but biology, I'm a science student and a science student at technical school. Okay. So in that place, biology is not in time of engineering. Okay. Yes,
it's
we
not
don't
one
have
of the courses for
engineering
those who
students.
Are aspiring to be engineers.
Yes.
Oh, I understand. That's beautiful.
Yes.
So does that mean you are aspiring to be an engineer?
Yes,
oh,
sure.
That's beautiful. That's great. So what is so interesting about engineering? What attracts your attention about engineering that you love engineering so much?
The reason why I love engineering is that so many people posting on social media, I'm an engineer, he create this, somebody create a drone, somebody create microphone, television and other things. The reason why I want to study electrical engineering, is that I want to be somebody that the world will be proud of one day, to have created something for the one that my country benefit with and the world at large.
That's beautiful. So you want to be innovative.
Yes.
So you want to bring something novel, something no one has ever done, or something that is so important that could solve one or two problems in the country.
Yes.
That's very big.
Yes.
I love that. So in those fields of electrical engineering, do you have any specific area you wish to go into?
Yes.
Okay. Like
robotic.
Beautiful. Okay. Can you tell us about robotics? You seem to have so much interest on robotics. So
yes.
What do you know about robotics that attracts your attention?
What attracts my attention to study robotics is that, you see, robots are, if you look at robots, they are like humans, but actually they are not humans. Yes, they do the tasks of human beings. If you go to an office where a secretary is expected to type, a computer will be the one typing documents in that place. And also, if you go to a hotel, there are humanoid robots that do serve people food and do other things there. So that's what motivates me to study robotics. Yes, since that thing can help, it can help me, it can help you, and it can help everybody. So I want to create it so that it will help me and help you in one way or the other.
That's beautiful. That's amazing. Robotics or humanoids, whichever, they are all robots.
Yes.
So if you develop a robot, you can use it where human beings will not be comfortable.
Yes.
To work there, like in the area of nuclear operations.
Yes.
Or in places where nuclear reactors, where there are so many dangerous chemicals, or the place is so dangerous. There are so many machines that could hurt or harm human beings. So it's safe if you take robots there; they can work effectively.
Yes.
Even where there's excessive heat, that human beings may not find it very easy, or in a place where there's extreme cold, that human beings may not really operate well because of the extreme cold. You can take robots there. Robots could do the work effectively, and there won't be any problem. So robots are very, very good, and sometimes because they are task specific, they do it more efficiently, much more than human beings.
Yes.
They help a lot in so many areas of human endeavor. So it's really a very big thing. And in the past few days we talk about drones.
Yes.
How do you want to go about with drones?
Yeah, the reason why I mentioned drone is that I want to create a drone that will be able to cover up a radius of 200 radians at a time.
Okay, beautiful.
Yes, and it can travel about 260 kilometers per hour, so that it will help the Nigerian armies who are out there fighting war. They could locate where their enemies are through using GPS, enemies and kidnappers, so that they will detect them as easily as possible.
Okay, that's amazing. So it's great that you have this type of foresight for our country.
Yeah.
That we have a lot of issues with kidnapping and armed banditry and whatnot. So if we have robots that could do those things, it's easier to trace those kidnappers,
yes,
or armed bandits, so that the Nigerian security, you don't necessarily have to go there physically.
Yes.
They could be able to know the specific location of those people, and through that, they will know how to approach the area because they were able to identify
where they
the
are.
the specific that's a specific place where those armed bandits are. This is great, and I think you have an amazing vision for Nigeria. So, do you see any challenge on your way to achieving this big goal of yours?
Yes.
Okay, like what challenges do you foresee for now?
Okay, for now, the challenges are the country is hard everywhere. Everywhere is hard. People are suffering here and there. For school fees, seriously, our parents are suffering for them to be able to pay our school fees because how hard the country is.
Okay.
Yes.
So paying school fees is a very big
Challenge.
issue, especially recently where the value of naira
Has dropped.
has dropped tremendously.
Yes.
Unlike in the past few years, the way the exchange rate was good, but today the exchange rate is no longer friendly to the naira, and a lot of people are suffering paying for their children's school fees and even feeding at home. To be able to get enough money to feed yourself is an issue. So that's a great challenge, not only to you but to many others. And I think the other hurdle you will have to cross is the issue of admission in universities.
Yes.
Because the number of students seeking for admission into the university is so much
Yes.
that the Nigerian universities could not even admit up to 50% of those applying for admission. So you have to go through rigorous examination on and on and on. But whatever it is, sometimes it's a bit easier for those that are going into technology, engineering, though since a lot of people don't really have interest in some of this.
Yes.
So you find out that the people going for engineering are not as much as other courses. It's a bit expensive, but then it's still, not everybody wants that. So in that case, you have a brighter chance if you're going for engineering to get admission. That's a great thing. I wish you'll be able to live up to your dreams, and one day you'll be a big robotic engineer. Okay, so what do you have to tell other aspiring engineers or students who want to advance their education in A levels?
Well, what I want to tell them is that they should read hard.
Yeah.
Yes, because you cannot achieve your dreams without working hard. You need to work hard, say from your ground level. You need to work hard on it. Just keep it at your determination that I want to become this. Don't let anybody destroy you. Don't let what people say have influenced on you. Whatsoever if somebody tell you that don't do this, just tell him that this is what I want to be, and I want to become this because I have something that is important for me to deliver. Yes.
That's great. So you need to be focused.
Yes.
I love the way you put it. So you don't get distracted by what people around will say.
Yes.
Just know that this is what you're determined to do, and you focus on it until you achieve it.
Yes.
Nobody should distract you. That's a great one.
Yes.
So our viewers from around the world, this is what this young and aspiring engineer is telling us, that we should have focus in what we do. Once you aim at anything, don't get distracted by whatever anybody is going to tell you, or what somebody is going to, what hurdle somebody is going to throw before you. So it's great that we have you today, and it's been a beautiful moment having this great chat with you. I don't know if you have any other thing to say.
Well, what I want to say is that to the Nigerian government, they should put this into consideration. They should look at how people are suffering and how the admission rate in school are going on, they should put that into consideration and bring a solution, a favorable solution that all of us at the end of it will enjoy its benefits.
Yeah. Beautiful. So, Nigerian government, I wish we have some of the key officials listening or watching this interview with this gentleman, that admission is a very big challenge to young Nigerians, to the youths in Nigeria who are aspiring to study at A levels. So, Nigerian government should try and bring out policies that's going to help students get admission. Though, because of the lack of this admission, some students have to, go to neighboring countries or far into other regions of the continent just to study. So, but if we have sufficient institutions that will admit the number of students that are seeking for admission in this country, I'm sure students won't have to fly to any other country to study.
Yes.
So it's been a great and wonderful few minutes discussing with you. I really appreciate having you on this platform. I hope whenever I invite you some other time, you'll be here.
Surely, I will come.
That's great.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yahaya.
Thank you, sir.
I wish you the best. I just hope we'll all be around when you be that robotic engineer, so that we'll make reference to the interview we have today.
Yes.
That yes, this is Yahaya, whom we met some years back here in this platform, and now he's an engineer.
Yes.
So we look forward to seeing that day. Thank you so much for coming.
Sir.
Thank you. Yes.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah.